Hello everybody, in this tutorial I'm gonna do a moon for you. So it's gonna be inside Houdini and we're gonna export it to Unity, and we're also gonna make sure we have LODS. So if you look here, you can see it's actually shifting between the two LODs. So I'm gonna show how you export LODS as well. And yeah, it's two version I made, and it's actually only a normal map and a triplanar. I actually made a texture in Unity's Muse. I just tried it out today actually, and it works pretty good. Depending on your needs, of course, but I made a rocky tiling, gray moon, sand. A normal map didn't give me the result I wanted, but here I started doing some textures and eventually I ended up with this. I actually had a reference picture at the end that I put in here to reference. So that was interesting, and this is what we have. So let's start from scratch. So in the first tutorial, we're just gonna be inside Houdini. And we start from an empty scene like this. And in Houdini, I'm gonna first off just save this one next to my Unity's file. So scene files, now I have it here, super nice. And we're gonna start with making a geometry node. And it's gonna be moon. So in here, I'm gonna make a a sphere, and I'm gonna make it a polygon, and I'm gonna have it 10 units. Yay. So this one, we need a little bit more resolution, and I'm actually gonna make a subdivider because I want even more here. So because we're gonna use a point VOP to offset this one to make it a moon. So now we have vertices, well, polygons 384,000. So yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of make this finished in a way so it has a start and end. So what I do here, this is going to be for scaling between Houdini and Unity difference. And then I'm going to have a ROP FBX output. So this one, I'm going to have it like moon. And if I save this one, we're going to have it here. So now we know it's kind of in here. And I'm just going to take this ground and hide it and just turn this sun around like this. So now we just have a black scene like this. So this is going to be our kind of moon and working area in Unity. So in here we need to also UV map this. I'm gonna have a UV project, and I'm gonna do it as a polar, and that means it looks like this. And yeah, so after this one, we're gonna use point VOP, point VOP. There we go. So we have this one, and the first thing we're gonna do is the crates. So we're gonna have different noises here. So we're gonna have big crates and medium crates, and then we're gonna have the noise itself. So if you see here, we have the bigger crates and the smaller crates, and then we have the third noise. And so the first thing we're gonna do is actually use a Veroni noise. put on a noise like this, and if we do the position there, so now we're going over all the points like these ones here, all the blue ones, and actually I'm gonna have if you are here and press D, you get display options, and then if you go in background you can change this, and I'm gonna have to like dark gray. I find it more suitable when I'm gonna work here. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna work without this one at the moment. So if we just take this Verona part, because here you can see we have frequency, offset, and jitter. So if we do this into the color, we can actually see what's going on. And when we do this, we can kind of tell the sizes of the points. So if we do a remap or a fit range as it is in Houdini, and here we can actually start working like this and kind of make crates. And then we can just with this one control how many or the size also. So let's do a little bit like this. I think this is going to be like big crates. So this is going to be nice. A little bit too many maybe. So I'm going to try if I just do offset here. Yeah, this seems more like a better amount. Maybe even offset more. We could do... Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Or actually, I do want less. I'm going to check this one. So if we do... One, two, yeah, this might be better, actually. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you get the point. You can just offset and work with this to get different ones. But let's work with these ones. This is good. So now, when we have this, and now I'm actually going to color this so it's easier to happening here, because we're going to have a bunch of nodes here later. So blue, we're going to represent when we work with a displays along normal. So if we put this one into a mount, let's see, and we're going to do this into the position here. Now you see we do this offset. But what's actually happening here is that we are kind of extruding everything except the holes. And that's not how I want it. I want it more, I want it to be more extruded down. So you could, for instance, do like this, and then you get it, the holes. So if you see what I mean here, if I just do like this, now it's working the way I want. But what I do want to do, I'm actually going to offset it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe here. This is good. So what I want to do, I'm actually going to do 0 here and 1 here. And I'm also going to make a copy of this one. I'm going to make... okay, I'm actually going to... Yeah, we do like this. Action, create reference. And this one, I'm going to color this one pink, and this one going to go into the color. So now I know which one is what. So pink is for color, and blue is for offsetting the mesh. But now when I did like right click action and create reference copy, if you see here these parameters in this one, they are copied like this. So I'm just going to make these ones not referencing, but this one I want to follow. So now I can actually control the color here if I want to change it. And also here, I'm actually gonna use a ramp. And I'm gonna explain this because this one is actually extruding this part upwards, right? Like this. And I don't want that. I want this part to extrude it down and not staying in place. So this one, if I take ramp type to spline ramp, now it's a value from 0 to 1. And if I go, and I can't use this here because it won't do any effect if I do like this. What I do need to do is if I go out one time and mark this one here, now you see here is the ramp. So what I do with this one, if I do parameters here, you see attribute whoop, this one here. So now I kind of pin it here. So now I can work with this one here. And if I go in here and work with other stuff, I still have this node active down here. So this is the way I'm going to do the crates. So because this fit range giving 0 to 1, that means that this one would read from 0 to 1 here. So here it's 0, and the value going to go up to a high value and then down again. And that's why we get this ramp shape, right? So I'm going to... and also, we want this dark part. So if we do like this, so here it's 0, and here it's 1. So this is the 1 edge, and this is the 0 edge. Well, actually, 0 starts here and go to 1 here. So, and I want this black part to be extruded even further down. So if we take this one, we can just lower it down like this. So now I have a crater, but I'm just gonna have it just a tiny bit like this. So this is good. And yeah, we're gonna color this one blue. So we have this, know that this one is also for displacing. So that's nice. So now we have the crates, and if we go out and do save to disk, and now we're starting to get our moon shape here. So we're of course gonna continue work on this and make it better. And one thing I'm gonna do is smooth here to make it a little bit more softer here. So you see these edges get a little bit more relaxed. You could of course do more if you want. It's a taste preference. And I'm also going to do a remesh here. So if we look at this, it's a very high resolution for game. So if I do like this one in here it's like 3800,000, and here we get down to yeah, 18,000. It's so much better. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little bit more resolution. I'm going to do even more, because we're going to change that later on. So yeah, we're going to keep it like this. So this is good enough for the crates, for the first version of the crates. So now we're actually going to have another crates, and we're just going to do like this, copy paste, and we have this one here. So this one's going to be, I'm going to group it like this and do big crates. and this is going to be the small crates. So if we just remove these parts and do the color to this one, to the color part here, then we can just do this one and do some more crates like this, so we can kind of find out how many we want. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. Let's see, where are we? Houdini, here. Okay. So, and if we do combine these ones, so if we do a multiply like this, so take this one here and this one here. So this is going to be the color part. So yeah, let's try it. We can just change it later on. So what we're going to do now, if we do an add here, and we just move these a little bit, and we add these two crates together, and this is also going to be a blue one to represent the mesh thing. Now you see we have the crates. Of course, this one we're gonna tweak a little bit, so we won't have as deep ones. So we can do, let's see how to do this one. Well, if we do the max, the destination gonna be 0, so it kind of means we're not gonna do, at the moment it's 0, 0, so we don't do anything. So the minimum destination, if we do -1, now we have the black part, right? So if we do like -0.1, we have these small crates like this. So it's going to be our, yeah, it's okay. So if we want to change and do fewer, we can do lower this part. And then, so the thing is, if we do frequency less, it's going to be bigger, but fewer. So then you need to compensate here to kind of drag these parts to kind of make it balanced out, right? So that's nice. So now we have this part. And if we export and look at this one, you see it's starting to get a little bit better. So I'm going to leave it here and continue in the next tutorial. So thank you so much for watching.